The officer in charge of the 4th Class Regiment, Commander Scott Erb, United States Navy.
Detailers, raise your right hand. Having been selected a member of the Plebe Summer Detail, do you swear or affirm that you will train the candidates who stand before you to the best of your ability, that you will develop them into basically trained midshipmen who are smartly disciplined, morally sound, mentally and physically fit, and thoroughly indoctrinated in love of country and a sense of honor, that you will demand of them and demonstrate by your own example the highest standards of personal conduct, honor, morality, and professional skill, and that you will ensure that they are well prepared to take their place as members of the brigade at the conclusion of their training. So help you God. Signify by saying, I do.
I do!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce the 61st Superintendent of the United States Naval Academy, Vice Admiral Michael H. Miller, United States Navy.
Well, good evening and welcome. Admiral Mullen, Admiral Winnefeld, General Hagee, extraordinary members of the class of 1968, distinguished guests, most importantly the parents, families, and friends of the great class of 2018. We would not have such a terrific group of young men and women without your support and your attendance today. I have no doubt that you will be impressed by the transformation your plebes have already started to embrace. It is a challenging process, but your daughters and sons will not undertake this transformation alone. The class of 68 has been in your shoes 2018. 50 years ago, they will be your link in the chain, your senior mentors through this journey as you prepare to join the long blue line. They went through a trying indoctrination program just as you are, and their experience led them to the highest levels of achievement. A senator, a secretary of the Navy, a chairman of the Joint Chiefs, 2 chiefs of naval operations, a commandant of the Marine Corps, and many more. Most importantly, USNA class of 2018, welcome to your new home. Today is a new beginning. You were chosen from over 18,000 applicants, chosen based on your excellence in the classroom, on the athletic fields, and in service to your local community. Chosen because of your character and your potential to develop into ethical leaders. Your record of success got you here, but it won't get you through here. Today you start over, proving yourself again at a new and more complex level. We will challenge you morally, mentally, and physically. These are the 3 pillars on which the Naval Academy lays its foundation, and it will not be easy. But the things in life we cherish the most are those we work the hardest to obtain. Yes, you will face adversity, but if you didn't have the potential to be strong enough, smart enough, or motivated enough, you would not be here today. It will teach you to overcome, to persevere and face adversity head on. The key is motivation. It's what distinguishes this institution from all other schools. You will learn to live a life guided by honor, courage, and commitment. You will be imbued with the highest ideals of duty, loyalty, and service. You will fail and you will fall and learn to pick yourself up, as well as learning to pick up your own classmates and try again, and you will succeed. Each one of you has great potential, but this is only the start. You are not yet ready. The Navy Marine Corps team is the greatest fighting force this world has ever seen. Our enlisted sailors and Marines are highly trained, competent warriors. They deserve only the very best leaders. Leadership is not dependent on authority. It is based on trust. It is a covenant between the senior and the subordinate. Starting today, you will begin developing into someone our sailors and Marines can trust. You will start building a toolbox of leadership skills, and you will learn to fine-tune them. And in the process, you will learn that this is a lifelong journey, a profession, and a calling. To your right and left this morning were strangers. Today they become classmates. Soon they will be your shipmates and your lifelong friends. They will be the people you depend on in times of need. and celebrate with in times of great joy. But to get through this crucible, this pressure cooker, and walk across the stage in May of 2018, you will need to become a team. Individuals do not prevail at the Naval Academy. Successful teamwork needs to be at the top of your list of goals for this plebe summer. The Navy is one thing, it is a service of tradition. Behind me is the entrance to Bancroft Hall, in which resides our Memorial Hall. Memorial Hall is a solemn sanctuary where we honor those who have gone before and made the ultimate sacrifice in service, the support and defense of the Constitution. It serves as a daily reminder to us of their sacrifice and the special calling of those who wear the cloth of this nation. Each of you has volunteered to serve this nation, to support and defend freedom in times of peace and war. There is no higher calling of citizenship and service. I commend you for your strength and your courage, and for hearing that distant trumpet that calls quietly to service. Do not be afraid. Live your life to its fullest, and mark today as the beginning of one of the most remarkable voyages anyone has ever undertaken. David Glasgow Farragut, the Admiral in charge of the Battle for Mobile Bay, at one point in time faced the same sort of uncertainty that you feel today. Didn't know exactly how a battle was going to work out, and yet he was charged with the leadership of the fleet. And when faced with a whole field of what was then called torpedoes, they were mines, and after losing Tecumseh shortly after their entrance into the bay, he had a choice. He could turn around, get back down, or he could proceed ahead. And it was his choice in that hour of uncertainty that has helped define our Navy ever since. Because as he called down to Captain Drayton, he said, "What's the problem?" Drayton says, "Torpedoes." His response was, "Damn the torpedoes."
Full speed ahead!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the 85th Commandant of Midshipmen, Captain William D. Byrne, Jr., who will now administer the oath of office.
Admiral, thank you. For over 150 years, the United States Naval Academy has welcomed exchange students from partner nations around the world. The class of 2018 includes 13 students from 12 nations, including Cambodia, Cameroon, the Federated States of Micronesia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, the Republic of Korea, Mexico, Montenegro, Nigeria, Senegal, Taiwan, and the United Arab Emirates. Will the 13 international midshipmen in the class of 2018 please rise? Respond with, "I do." Having been appointed as a midshipman at the United States Naval Academy, do you swear to comply with all the regulations of the Academy, and do you take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion? So help you God?
I do.
And now for the 169th time in the history of this great institution, the oath of office. Class of 2018, please rise. Raise your right hands, and if you agree to the terms of the oath of office that I am about to administer, respond with, "I do." Having been appointed a midshipman in the United States Navy, do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic? That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter. So help you God? Admiral Miller, the class of 2018 is ready to rock and roll. Plebe summer is underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the departure of the official party. Midshipmen, your next formation is at 1915 at the designated formation areas. Midshipmen desiring to meet with guests may do so along Stribling Walk immediately to the rear. Meet by the signs that correspond to the first letter of your last name. Unaccompanied midshipmen may meet with your link in the chain, the great class of 1968, and other Naval Academy supporters in the center of Stribling Walk. Any midshipmen and their family desiring a personal swearing in, please report to the Rotunda in Bancroft Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony.